What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back to a new review. Today we are checking out a dashcam, and I know not everyone finds dashcams exciting and not everyone uses a dashcam. However, a dashcam has the potential of saving you a lot of money if something happens on the road. So that's why I like reviewing dashcams, because some people actually use them. The one that we have today is called the Redskull V1, and this is the third generation of this camera. So this camera can record in 4K at 24 frames per second, it can also do 1440 at 30 frames per second, and of course 1080p at 60 or 30 frames per second. You can find this camera on Amazon for about $140. Some features worth mentioning are the Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can connect to this camera with your smartphone, and this works for Android and iOS. The camera can also take SD cards up to 128 gigs, and that means that you can record on it for quite some time. And aside from that, the 170-degree wide-angle lens. We are gonna start with a very quick unboxing. So the camera comes in a decent looking box. On the front of the box we can see a picture of the camera and of course the brand name and the model name. On one side of the box we can see some of the features of the camera, and on the other side we can see some of the specifications. Inside the box we are gonna find the camera itself. We also have a mount for the windshield, and this attaches to the windshield with a sticker, and we're also gonna find a 16 gig SD card. There is also a user manual, and the user manual is in English and it has a lot of information, so I do recommend checking out the user manual, because otherwise you're not gonna know how to use the camera. Aside from that, you're gonna find the power adapter, and the power adapter has a fairly long cable, so you can put a cable all around the car so you don't actually have it in your way. And there are also a few stickers that will allow you to mount the cable around your windshield. It depends on what car you have and how you're gonna install the camera, but it's very simple to do so. The camera itself, it's mostly made out of plastic. On the front we have the lens, and the lens is also adjustable, so you can move the lens up or down depending how you have the camera placed on the windshield. On the left hand side we have the power button and the menu button, and we also have the slot for the SD card, and on the other side we have the mini USB port, and that port is used to power the camera, and of course we have the GPS port as well. Now the camera doesn't come with a GPS unit, so if you want the GPS unit you're gonna have to buy that separately. And moving back to the camera, so at the bottom we have a few buttons, and we also have a 2.4-inch screen. That screen doesn't have the best resolution or the best viewing angles, but it's good enough so you can set up the camera, because realistically after you set up the camera you're not exactly gonna use that screen. Using the camera it's super simple, so every time you start the car the camera is gonna start recording, and every time you turn off the car the camera will stop recording. Now hopefully you never have to check anything with the camera, so nothing happens on the road, so you never have to touch the camera, but if it does you're gonna have all those recordings saved on the camera. There is also a G sensor available, and if the camera feels any sudden movements it will lock that particular recording so it cannot be deleted. And that's useful mostly if you get into a car accident, because that particular recording it will be saved and it cannot be deleted. You can also choose how long each recording will be, so you can choose in between 1 minute recordings, 3-minute recordings or 5-minute recordings, and you can choose all that from the settings. All the camera settings can also be accessed from the app, so you can find the app in the Google Play Store or the iOS Store. But I have to say that the app for iOS works much better than the app for Android. From the app you can also check out what recordings you have done on the camera, and you can also download those recordings right on your smartphone. So if you want to check those recordings you can check them from your smartphone, and this way you don't have to look on the camera screen. And it's time to check out one of the most important things for any dash cams, and that is the video quality. So first we are gonna check out some recordings that I've done during the day, and then we'll check out some recordings that I've done at nighttime. And as you've seen, the daytime recordings look quite good and the image is sharp enough so you can see the road signs and the license plates for cars. Now, if you're wondering, if you're recording in 1440, a 3-minute clip will take about 460 megabytes. I know some of you are interested to know how much you can actually record on an SD card. Alright, so next we're gonna check out some recordings that I've done at nighttime. And as you've seen, the nighttime recordings aren't as sharp as the daytime recordings, however, that was to be expected, but you can still see what's happening around the car. So there you have it, this was the Redskull V1. If you want to check it out, I'm gonna leave some links in the video's description as well. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, press that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.